Hello, students of Brian and Stratton. This is your instructor, Mr. Williams, and I am basically doing a video for you this week. But first of all, I'd like to say thank you for taking this course, and I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in IT for 15 plus years. My bachelor's degree is in information management and technology, and I have a master's in business administration. Um, Also, I received my MBA through SUNY Empire State College online. So I have a pretty good idea of how a student should be within an online environment. It is very tough. You have to organize yourself, be self-disciplined. A lot of people get the idea because it's online that it's easier, whereas with online you have a lot more work to do and you have to be a little bit more disciplined with your time. With that being said, I'm glad to have you in the course, and to also let you know that you should reach out to me anytime that you can, especially when you're having challenges, and I could direct you into the right place, direct you to the right place to get help if I cannot assist you for any reason. But also, what I would do is post some resources, an announcement, or within a or create a thread within the discussion to give you further guidance. So one of the things you're going to be working on a lot is with SimNet, which is a simulator for Microsoft Office products or any other product. But for this particular course, we will be working with Microsoft Word 2016. And as you can see, once you click into SimNet and get into the course area for this class, I'm going to click on as a student so you can see, so I can see what you see, and you can see what I'm showing on the display, which will look like your view. So here you have for each week, you have from week 1 to week 7, you will have your lessons pretty much organized for you in these blocks. So if we want to do lesson 1 for week 1, we will click here. You see 1, lesson 1, and then you have lesson 2, and this will be listed in your Blackboard as I'll show you later. So I will click on here. Then once you click on that, you want to click on Take Lesson. And let me just go back to show you something as well. As you can see that it says 2% complete, and this is 1 of 49. So you can see how you can have a lot of tasks, but if you look at the view here, as I scroll down, it's very important that you look at this here. It'll say task and it'll say completed. I set it up, I'll show you later, but this is basically the only task that you have to do for this week. So if you go down and look, you'll see 0 for 1 for the rest of them. And also, you don't see the green, excuse me, you also don't see the green check mark next to them. So you only have to complete the task that has the green check mark and where it says 1 of 1 or 1 of 2. You can go through these if you want to. That's perfectly fine, especially if you want to get some hands-on practical experience or a step-by-step guide to help you out. You're more than welcome to do so. I would never discourage a student doing extra work that will help them out in in the area that they need help. It might be for another class that you might need to know how to do something, and it might be here for you. And so that's a good thing as well. So with that being said, we'll go to Take Lesson. And as you can see here, what it wants you to do is create a blank file. Now, I did turn these off before. I had it set up where in order for you to get full credit, you would have to do the show me and the guide me. So hopefully it will work. I disabled these two here, but that doesn't mean that you don't. That doesn't mean that you can't do them. You can do them if you choose to do so, but you only need to do let me try to get full credit. And if this does not work and you only do let me try and you don't get full credit, please email me and let me know so I can find out if it's doable. If not, we will have to do all three to get the full credit. So we don't have to go show me because it shows you how to do it and then it'll guide you through it. And it's the exact same step as when you choose let me try. And as you can see here, it's in the simulator. So you have Microsoft Word and Simulator. So it shouldn't matter if you have Microsoft Windows or Apple OS 10 or whatever version of Apple you have because it's being done within the simulator, which is a good thing for a lot of people might have Macintosh or Apple computers. So up here, it shows you what they want you to do. And it says create a new blank file. And it tells you here. And if you don't get it, you can say show a hint. And then the hint will tell you click the file tab. So we will go to the hint, click file, click new. And as you can see, blank document is synonymous with file. So we'll click on blank document. And as you can see here, it's correct. And it says you successfully completed this task, which is a fantastic thing to see when you have a lot of tasks to do. So when we want to get out of here, you just go up here where your name is and click on the X, and voila, there you go. And then you will just move on to the next thing as well. You could just go back to your organizer or the simulator. This is my view, so you really don't need any help in this view. And so what I do is I will go back and show you the class. After I click in the week 1 class, you can see this week you have 2 lectures to go over, one for Office 365 and OneDrive, which is just your web base, what they call web apps. And then you have your Microsoft Word 2016 Basics. This is actually your desktop application. Anytime you see Office 365, it works in collaboration with Office 2016. What this does, it just brings the cloud into the desktop application. Office 365 works with your email as well, and OneDrive is connected to your email. And what it does give you versions of Office applications like Word, PowerPoint, and Microsoft Excel. But this is what we call web apps, and it's a light version of your desktop application. You won't get all the features that you would in this Word 2016. So here, if we go below, this is where we have our weekly discussion, and we could tell this is discussion because you have week 1 with a D next to it. So anytime you see a D next to your week, that's your discussion, and you would click on that. You will follow your instructions. So usually with the grading rubric for discussion, you have to reply to 3 different students or your colleagues on 3 different days, and also post your initial post. So, let's try and, follow the grading rubric for our discussion. Discussions really can help us out and see how other people are coming along in the class, and it gives you an opportunity to communicate with your colleagues as well. Next down, you will click in here, and for this week, this is for you to get set up and registered for your SimNet and your GDP keyboarding simulators. And we will talk about GDP next week, but this week is basically on SimNet. So also you have a quiz, and next week I will get involved with the rest of some other options that we have for this course. So if you have any questions, please contact me and enjoy the course.